Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn, and welcome to the channel. We have some more reaction content for you, but today is something slightly different in that I don't number my reactions when I put them on the YouTube channel, but they are numbered in my folders so that I can keep track of them and I can see which ones I've done more recently, right? And the video that we are recording right now will be reaction number 100. As of this one being posted, we will have done 100 reactions to different things. We've reacted to movie trailers, we've reacted to show trailers, game trailers, and more. And it's been a fun journey. I kind of just started these on a whim because I was like, man, I really want to check things out. Admittedly, reaction content is very easy content to do. Full disclosure, this don't take a whole lot of effort. But it's very enjoyable, and I do it on stream because it's something enjoyable to do with chat and all of those things, and I am interested in these things. I'm not just throwing trailers out to be like, yeah, YouTube content. Normally, most of the stuff we're checking out has either been highly recommended, people have suggested it to me, or so on and so forth. I found it myself, and I'm like, man, I would love to check that out with some people to talk about it with. But this is reaction number 100, and there's a video that I have not really watched since like 2 years ago. And that is the channel introduction trailer for my channel. You can even say it says welcome to Swan Song Productions, which is back when it was still called Swan Song Productions, which on the back end, that's still what I call everything. But I'm putting more of my face forward rather than actually like what is essentially like a brand. And I know that this video today, I am probably not happy with it. I remember making this video very clearly, because I was venturing into something new again. I have done a lot of content creation in my life, not always very successfully. In fact, never truly successfully outside of being successful in doing it. I've done podcasts, I've done writing, I've done streaming, I've done YouTube videos, I've done a bunch of different things. And I jumped into this channel wanting to do more and to really take it to whatever level I could get it to with a very serious approach to it. And it's had ups and downs, mostly because a lot of this content has been made during the pandemic, but I still enjoy it a lot, and I know that I would be very lost if I wasn't trying to make something. And I'm constantly frustrated by not having the time to make more and make more of the things that I don't even like, more of what I already make and more of things that I want to make. But for this particular venture into content creation, it started with this video. And I remember setting up my phone as the camera and all of these different things. And I wrote the script out for this video, and I probably read it out loud before I even recorded the video at least 50 plus times, because I wanted to do it in a single take and I wanted to be able to recite the script from the top of my head. And I know that I also recorded this video probably about a dozen plus times afterwards, trying to get it to what I wanted and something that I was happy with. And I know that looking back on it now, I am not going to be happy with it, because I am very certain, compared to right now, that I am probably going to look nervous, probably be very stiff, and my words are probably going to be fairly robotic, because I'm not technically reading off a script, but I'm reading off a script that's in my head. And it's not the shortest thing either to do in one take. So, without further ado, let's see the very beginning. So, before I even click play, one, look at that guy. Look at that guy. Look at this guy. Same guy, but man, very different looking guy. And I'm not just talking, look at that dude. And I'm not even just talking about the clothes. I still have all those clothes. But like visually, my face, like I look different in my face. I also have some extra weight there that I don't have here. So like that is a very different man from a very different time. I wasn't even married yet. This is only like 2 years ago, by the way. A little bit more than. Like, this, I guess it's like 2.5 years ago now. When was this video posted? I can find out. Hold on. March 3rd, 2019. All right, so it was about 2.5 years ago. Yeah. I wasn't even married yet. I do got my ring on my finger, though. What even is time? I don't know, Athena. I really don't know. But this is the old backdrop. We don't use green screens anymore, ever, for anything. We just have, like, we set up things in the background, you know, so that they look, like, visually appealing rather than needing to key in things. Like, the lighting is completely different. I'm actually, in this shot, I'm using shitty ass desk lamps that I have duct taped frosted bulbs over the top of the light to make them disperse the light. And, like, you can see that, like, the green screen is reflecting in my blonde ass hair. I think you can even see a little bit in my freaking goatee and stuff here, right? And this is back when I was doing all of my recording through my phone. I would set up my phone on a tripod, and I would run a really long microphone cable so that I could get good audio. And that's what this is right here. This is my lav mic so that I could get the audio that I wanted. Everything's completely different. Like, just so much is so different from even just what is here to what is now. But let's go ahead and let me talk a bit, because I haven't already been talking enough, you know.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn.
So hang on. We're going to start real quick right at the very beginning.
Greetings.
There's this big pause at the very beginning.
Greetings.
I don't know why I left this in. Like, I don't leave these breaks in anymore. I start immediately, like, I always have to take a breath before I say greetings and salutations, right? But I start as I'm beginning to the word greet. You were done.
And salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn, and welcome to the channel. Primary focus here is going to be
So one other thing, though. We're recording right now with a webcam, and it is not as good of a camera as the camera on my phone, and I feel like it's very noticeable.
Salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn, and welcome to the channel.
Mostly just in the frame rate. The movement looks smoother. I do want new cameras so bad, but I cannot justify the purchase. I can't, but I got to turn myself down just a little bit, too.
Primary focus here is going to be 2 ongoing series, First Impression, and Tie Talk.
Man, okay, hold on. One, apparently, well, I don't know why I had the cuts, because I'm very certain I recorded this in one take. The other thing, though, is that watching this now, man, you know what this fucking feels like? This feels like those really, really bad, like, training presentations. Like, the general appearance and vibe here, I feel like a fucking dude who is gonna teach you how your email works, and I hate it.
Here is going to be 2 ongoing series, First Impression, and Tie Talk.
Welcome to Jurassic
First
Park.
Impression is a series dedicated to its name, the First Impression.
Holy shit, look how slow the First Impression logo is loading in.
First Impression is a series dedicated to its name, the first impression of a piece of media.
It's still loading in.
We run a little situation by you. You're hanging out with your friends, and someone recommends this new amazing television series.
Man, the movement is so much cleaner, though. Like, looking at my preview image here,
and they tell you that if you
and looking at this screen here,
everything makes sense in
the frame rate's completely different. This is supposed to be 60 FPS. That is actually 60 FPS.
I don't agree with this mentality.
I want a new camera so bad.
In the beginning, why should I push on through it in the hopes that it gets better? We live in a time where new media is coming out every
I'm looking
second,
away from the camera so much. I even remember telling myself, look at the fucking camera. I don't have this problem anymore. I mean, I'm looking around right now because I'm, like, looking at chat, Zach saying that the cringe is real. I'm looking at the preview because I'm comparing the footage on the screen versus, like, what I look like now and stuff, right? But I even remember telling myself, you need to look at the camera more. You need to look at the camera more. I am constantly looking over to the right.
But that's also why the first impression is so important. The first episode of a television series should hook us to the point that we binge the entire thing right then and there. The opening sequence of a video game should immerse us to the point that we lose complete track of time. And now I have to dread going to work in the morning because the sun's coming up and we haven't slept yet.
God, this is also super scripted. Like, you can even tell that it is, like, super scripted.
And the world that they inhabit.
I need to redo this. It's all this is showing me. Is I need to redo this.
The purpose behind this show, to see what leaves a lasting impression and what we will
The right hand
otherwise
is in your
forget.
pocket or just dead.
Now,
I believe it's
not
just
only going to be
dead.
focusing on whatever the new
I told
hotness
myself
is,
I didn't need to put
because
it in my
while, yes,
pocket
we
because
are
that's
interested in new
bad,
things,
but
there's
I'm pretty
tons of
sure
things
it's
that
just
I've
like
never
limp
experienced.
hanging off to the
Hundreds of video
side.
games
Like,
across history that I've never played. There are major television shows and massive movies that are just these cult classics or massive popular things that I've never
Unfortunately,
watched
a lot of
minute
first
Things
impression
like The Office, Game of Thrones.
is not
Any of the
manageable. Like, we started out trying to do first impression. Do not pause people while they're talking. Oh my god. I am horrifying. It's not better. It's not better.
Movie.
Okay, cool. Now I at least look derpy instead of serial killery. Oh god, I go through this every time I edit, by the way. Every time I edit. Anyway, we had tried, like, first impression is still a thing that I do. We haven't done one in a long time. Mostly because the time that I do, then I'm working on getting other things put together and ready to go. And I'm almost to the point where I think I can start doing first impression again pretty regularly. But what I talk about in this video is also what I wanted to do first impressions on. And we started out trying to do this, doing more than just video games. Doing things like movies and books and shows and stuff. And unfortunately, copyright just made that basically freaking impossible. Like, there's videos on my channel that are just missing that I can't really put anywhere because copyright made it where they were getting copyright striked and taken down. Video games and like some other things is more like, video games are normally pretty easy to not have that problem with. Shows and movies were fucking awful. We tried like 4 animes and like 2 TV shows and one or 2 movies, and I think one made it by. I think The Devil is a Part-Timer made it through, and Dororo made it through, and I believe all the other ones don't exist on my YouTube channel, at least not in a sense that they're visible. And so it unfortunately meant, like, all right, I guess we're gonna do video games because it's the only thing I can do that won't get taken down. Maybe do Prime videos? I don't know, because with Prime videos, it might still not work because that's Amazon. And like, I know you can do Prime videos on Twitch, but on YouTube, Amazon might put copyright claims on. Dororo was through Amazon, and I was able to put that up. And The Devil is a Part-Timer was Funimation, and Funimation was surprisingly like cool with stuff, but any anime that goes through the Kadokawa Corporation is a no-go. And the majority of movies is also a no-go as well. So I don't know. It's unfortunate.
Willow, The Godfather, and probably a lot of other things that you could mention. So, if that sounds like something that you're interested in, if that's a journey that you want to experience with us, come along. And if we enjoy it enough, we're going to continue the journey on our Twitch channel, which you can find a link to in the description below.
We still haven't watched Willow. You're right, we haven't.
Our next series is Tai Talk. And in a lot of ways, you're already watching one. Inspired by fellow YouTubers such as Philip DeFranco or Jim Sterling, we're going to put on our formal wear and give a bit of a more professional.
At least you've seen Blues Brothers and Ghostbusters now. I have.
Topic.
Thanks to you, Athena.
Now, we're not going to limit ourselves to only focusing on news or
yeah, Tai Talk is something that I've only done 1 or 2 of, and I do want to do more, but
talk about the recent Disney adaptations.
Time is hard.
Whether we should call them live action if the entire things are done in CG animation.
Stay a while and listen.
Topics like a universal-based kingdom,
Come along,
or a
Pond?
single-payer healthcare
I don't know
system.
what that is.
Or we can even roll it back just a bit and talk about something like what we think is the world's greatest role-playing video game. Whatever we like.
I don't use that transition anymore either.
We may mix in some other content from time to time. Those will be the main
Doctor Who. I have never watched any Doctor Who.
That sounds like something
not a
you're on
single
board
episode.
I'd ask you to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. That way you can be informed every time
I'm
going
gonna
to
put myself to sleep.
If you really want to support even further than that, we do have a Patreon link in the description.
I gotta redo this video so
worry,
damn bad.
it's just
Holy
to help
shit.
fund the show and keep things running. We are not going to
I
lock
mean,
any
everyone
content
starts
behind any
somewhere,
form of
and this will
paywall.
forever live on the channel
And
as the
if
very
there's something
first
that you
video,
think
but
needs to be
fucking
heard
pain,
on
dog.
Talk, or if there's a series
Seriously, I
that
feel like
you
you're gonna
wanna
show me how to
see if
avoid
you've read or
confrontation
played,
and know
you'd like to see it on
if an
First
email is a
Impression, connect with
phishing
us on
attempt.
social media, on Patreon, in our Discord, or wherever you see fit.
Absolutely.
We'll see what we can
You
do
are
about getting it on the
100%
show.
correct.
Now, if you don't like what we're selling, you think we suck, or maybe we just need to get off YouTube, I would also love to hear from you.
Yeah, let me know
Because
if you hate
feedback
my
is what
shit.
helps us grow as creators.
Or if you like it.
And if we don't know that something is wrong, we can never fix it.
This is
Never
great
fix
for
it,
helping me
never
fall
get better.
asleep.
And that
You
way,
can
if
fall
fix it,
asleep
maybe
in
next time you come
what is
across
this?
our content,
Within
it'll be
4.5
something
minutes,
you
Zach,
might be interested in
guaranteed.
Spending a little bit more time on. But for now, that's all we have. So without
Too good of
further
audio
ado,
quality and
we're
doesn't
gonna
sound
go get to
exhausted
work.
enough.
My name
Aw.
is Michael Schwahn, and if you catch one of our other videos, thank you and enjoy.
Some things have still stuck through. I still say greetings and salutations at the beginning of every video and stream and everything like that. I still say thank you and enjoy at the end. I'm going to say, I said at the beginning of this one, I'll say it at the end of this one. This whole outro is still the same. I still really love this outro.
Enjoy.
When I was setting up stuff for the channel, I was looking for things that I could use for media and stuff like that, and stuff that I could use safely and legally, because my ultimate hope, right, is that this will continue to grow and get bigger and stuff like that. So I needed to make sure that I wasn't stealing anything, or it was stuff that I could pay for that would be mine, right? And thankfully, this logo, I did not commission my logo. Like, this logo I was able to just find and buy, and I still have the full commercial license and everything for. Mind you, super simple ass logo, but it's beautiful and I love it. And same thing with this this video of the origami swan swimming across the sea of paper and then unfolding to show the logo, right? Like, I was able to just find and buy these, and I own the rights to them, at least for me to use it. I'm pretty sure that the sites you're able to buy them as well, and someone else could use them, but whatever, right? You like the greetings and salutations? Me too. Me too. But how can you prove it's yours without the NFT? Oh, God. Get out. Screenshot is my NFT now. God. Ugh. No. No, bad. Yeah. This was the 100th reaction that we will have posted onto this channel that we have done that is going up. And I was like, man, we already did 100. We should do something for 100. And I was like, I know what we should do, and I'm going to hate it. I found it. It's this. It's this. And here's to 100 more, and then hundreds more after that, to wherever this journey continues to lead us. So, but what did you think? What do you think of that video there, and what do you think of this video now? Well, you got to see a glimpse at to where we started 2.5 years ago versus where we are today. And I mean, so many things are different. So many things are completely different in every way. The only thing that is relatively the same is the opening, like the intro, the outro, and kind of my face. Like, it's still me, but that's it. You're not wearing a suit. That's the biggest difference. I have not worn a suit in a very long time because I have been at home for like 600 days. Because people don't know how to listen. Yeah. Anyway, so leave your thoughts down. I'm knocking shit over. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I would appreciate it a lot. And let me know also, like, if you have feedback for me in terms of, like, not just like, yeah, I liked the game too. Like, you know, if you have feedback for me in terms of, like, what you think I should do different or could do better, absolutely share it with me. Because as much as we like feedback, like, your shit's good, I'm like, great. And that's where it stops. If you're specific about the things you like or specific about the things you dislike, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to take it into consideration, because someone will be like, feedback, tell me what you want for dinner. Food. If somebody gives you feedback of like, I don't like this, I don't like this thing about what you do, it's important. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean it'll change, but it's important that you share that information, right? Because, like, if someone's like, I actually really hate that you say greetings and salutations at the beginning of your video, I'm like, noted. I'm still going to say it, right? Like, I enjoy that because I think it's a good intro for me. And also, you know, everyone's content is for whoever it ends up being for. So, it talks about specifics, thinking is the general response about food? Yeah. Think you changed close to everything I pointed out for the, how many months have I been here now? 16 to 17 months? Something like that. Salty resubscribed to the channel today, and it was 16 months, which means that you have been here for roughly that long. Yeah. I want something hot, Athena, because it's freaking cold outside, if that helps. Oh. I think you need to react to Total War Warhammer 3 Grand Cathay trailer. Drop it into the Discord channel, which I'll work on talking about that now. So please leave your thoughts down in the comments below. If you want to talk further, two great places to do so are on Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, there's a channel dedicated to these reactions where we place trailers that we can check out live on stream, because we do stream on Twitch 4 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and I'd love to see you there. But we're going to get out of here because I actually have another thing to react to after this, and it's very important, at least to me it is. Anyway, whatever. Thanks. All right, there's other videos that you can watch, so if you do go watch one of those other YouTube videos, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you, and enjoy.